Welcome to Quick Sketch Demo number 1. This is a preliminary drawing that I would do for a more final rendering. This, however, is a quick study sketch that would be done at about 8 by 10 inches, and it includes the entourage that I would use in the actual drawing, which has already been laid in Photoshop ahead of time. So the actual elapsed time for this drawing is probably about 25 minutes. This kind of drawing is really a very abbreviated format. It's important to keep everything very clear, but you can see each of the shapes has been simplified and reduced. And that's what makes this go so fast. So the way we proceed in a drawing like this is to kind of start with the big shapes first and in the foreground. So in this case, I wanted to add an overhanging tree branch and some foreground shadow, which will move us right into the image. In this part of the drawing, I am focusing really on the foreground big shapes, the cars, the people, this big shadow on the left side, and then of course working my way up kind of around the image. And you'll see in each case, instead of spending a lot of time on detail, really just breaking things into their basic value. In some cases, just separating the light and dark. Maybe in some cases looking for high contrast. So for example, I might just delineate the person's pants might be dark against a light shirt. Just trying to get enough contrast to get things to read. So here, as you'll see, and again, I wish I could really draw this fast, we're just kind of moving through the drawing, just kind of mapping out the biggest shapes, and really just kind of at first kind of getting things blocked in, and then going back and doing a simplified study of the values. Of course had made a decision very early on that the light was going to be coming from the left side. So of course this whole side of this wall will be in shadow. And here on these storefronts, I'm just putting in enough of the people sitting on the cafe tables out front, and of course trying to make them read against the glass, trying to make those awnings move off the page. On this brick texture, I'm both combining the use of a texture and a value at the same time, just to make, again, a little bit of contrast. I wanted the contrast against the tree and against the adjacent building. So here I'm adding the reflection of that overhanging awning back into the glass, and I will at some point come in here and kind of finish off that reflection of the banners back into the glass, which you see right there. At this point, I'm actually finishing things up, moving around the drawing, adding just a hint of detail here, cleaning up anything that was omitted. I felt it needed some more perspective to kind of carry you into the image, so I added these joint lines into the paving. And again, here I'm putting my signature on and just kind of punching up any last second details. So we'll pause for a second. You can look at the final drawing for about 30 seconds. And thank you. I hope to have more of these demonstrations in the future.